There's this moment, maybe you've felt it, when home stops being a comfort zone and quietly becomes the only zone. Remote work turns into remote life. The days copy and paste themselves. Your favorite mug is somehow your most loyal coworker. And the idea of stepping outside? It feels bigger than it should. Almost like you need a passport to walk around the block. If that's where you are, you're not broken, unmotivated, or strange. You're just very good at being okay alone. You learned to build a soft little planet that fits in your apartment, and now that planet is a little too perfect. So perfect that the rest of the universe feels far away. Today, we're not smashing your safe planet. We're opening a window, a gentle one, a window you can close if you want to. We're going to rebuild the bridge between your quiet inside and the living world outside, with steps so small they'll almost feel silly. Silly is good. Silly is doable. Let's start with how this usually happens. At first, you skip one plan because you're tired. Fair. Then another plan because you're really busy this week. Also fair. Then it rains. Then your headphones are already on. Then, nothing's wrong exactly, but waking up feels heavier than it should. Your focus is there, kind of, but it's grainy at the edges. You catch yourself scrolling at the sink for no reason. You're not sad. You're flat. And home starts carrying all of it. Your work, your rest, your meals, your screen glow, your everything. That's a lot for four walls to hold. Underneath that feeling, there's a very human, very normal biology story. Your brain, no matter how introverted you are, thrives on micro-novelty. Tiny changes, a different angle of light across the floor, a leaf doing that little scratchy dance along the sidewalk, the faraway rhythm of a bus, the kind of background motion you used to get by accident when you commuted or ran errands. Those small differences are vitamins for your attention. Take them away long enough and your dopamine system stops expecting anything new. It's not laziness, it's chemistry. And then leaving the house doesn't just feel optional, it feels heavy. Not scary, not dramatic. Just like your body's battery is stuck at 12%, even though you swear you charged it. So we're not going to argue with your body or shame it into going anywhere. We're going to feed it small, predictable doses of different that feel safe. We'll start at the doorway because thresholds are magic. If you can, stand there with me, half inside, half out. Don't go anywhere yet. Let the warm air behind you meet the cooler air outside, and notice which one your body reaches for. Wrap both hands around your mug the way you do when you're not ready to talk to anyone yet. Sense 5 tiny things without trying. The gold puddle of lamplight on the floor, that little hush of the street, a dog collar jingling and then going quiet. The evening smell that means someone somewhere is cooking onions. Your dog's patient silence like, well, are we going? This is the border between work and world. Most of us try to leap across it. Today we let it carry us. Here's a true little story. The first evening I went out after a long stretch of no thanks, I gave myself one job, one loop around the block. Not 10,000 steps, not a new habit. One loop. I misjudged the breeze and laughed straight into my scarf. Someone's window smelled like toast. How dare they? A kid practiced the same piano bar over and over. Wrong, then almost, then right. Nothing profound happened. But when I came home, the tired was the good kind. The kind you earn from real air, not tabs. That's what we want for you. The good kind of tired. Let's give you 7 days. Not a challenge. I promise no one is grading you. Think of it as a reconnection. One small experiment each day. Day 1. Buy fruit in person. Don't rush it. Actually smell it before you pay. Day 2. Sit outside with music and count 3 colors in the sky. Yes, gray counts as a color if it's trying. Day 3. Walk without a destination and name 5 textures with your eyes: brick, glass, cloud, leaf, fabric. Day 4. Work 1 hour in a cafe or a library. Sit by a window, capture one overheard sentence without names, and let it live rent-free in your head. Day 5. Call someone while you stroll and match your pace to your breath. Day 6. Watch the sunset without your phone. Notice the exact moment the streetlights win. Day 7. Repeat your favorite day and go just a little bit longer. 10%. If 10% is 30 seconds, great. You're the boss of the experiment. If even that feels like a lot, make it smaller. Mailbox distance. 1 bench and back. A circle around your building with your headphones on like a "Do Not Disturb" sign for the world. Presence is not performance. You're allowed to be out there without offering your personality to anyone. The social part? Let's talk about that. When you've been in your own orbit, people can feel like a second language you forgot. We're not throwing you into a group chat in real life. Start with civil in-betweens. The nod, the thanks, the held door. They absolutely count. If you have the energy, try a single-line check-in with someone you like. Thinking of you. No reply needed, or send a 20-second voice note. Your voice carries warmth that text can't. You don't need to be interesting. You just need to be there. Presence over performance, every time. If you want scripts because your brain freezes at small talk, borrow these and tweak them to your style. To a barista or cashier, "How's your shift going?" To a neighbor, "Evening. Your plant by the window is thriving." To a friend you've missed, "I'm doing a tiny outside loop and thought of you." That's all. To invite someone gently, "I'm at the corner cafe for an hour at 2, super low key. Join if you feel like it." Tiny bridges, zero pressure. Let's protect your transitions so remote work expands your life instead of shrinking it. End work on purpose. Change the light if you can. Move to a different seat. Put on a soundtrack that means we're off the clock. Your brain loves patterns. Give it one that says, "Now we live." Get sunlight on your face when you can, especially in the morning. 10 minutes is more powerful than it sounds. And rebuild novelty indoors too. Change your desk angle, swap your mug, rotate a plant to a different corner. It sounds laughably small. Your brain is like, "Thank you for the new stimulus. I will now consider finishing this task." Cold or dark outside. The season just changes the menu. A lit street loop. A quick grocery lap. A tea on a bench at a bus stop where there are people and light. Stairwell intervals if you want safety and simple. Bundle up. Promise yourself 7 minutes. You can always stop at 7. Fun plot twist. You probably won't. Sometimes avoidance dresses up like comfort. Here's a kind little test. If I step outside for 5 minutes, what exactly gets worse? If your brain gives you something vague, "I don't know, I just don't want to," that's avoidance in a cozy sweater. If it gives you something specific, solve for it. If you'll be cold, add a scarf. If you're anxious, pick a route with more people and more light, or bring a friend on the phone, or bring the dog. If energy is the issue, have a small snack and a glass of water and try again. The point is not willpower. The point is making yes easier. Walk with me for a minute if you are able. Find a human pace, the kind that lets your shoulders drop on their own. Notice your feet land, heel, ball, toes. Notice your hands. If you've got your mug, loosen your grip a little. Try a silly game. Count rectangles, windows, doors, paving stones, until you hit 5. Now count circles. Wheel, cup rim, drain cover, moon if you're lucky. Listen without hunting. Let the world pass through your ears and only keep what feels gentle. If goals help you, pick a landmark 2 minutes away, touch it, and come back. If goals stress you out, float. Turn when it feels right. Either way, you took outside from intimidating to observable. That's a win your nervous system understands. Let's plan a few tiny adventures for the next couple of weeks so momentum has somewhere to land. The Corner Cafe Hour. Bring exactly one task that fits inside 60 minutes, sit by a window, order something warm, finish the task, leave. The Library Lap. Wander an aisle you never visit. Pick a book by its first line, read one page standing there, put it back, walk out with that sentence echoing. The Park Bench Minute. Sit, breathe, watch one conversation you're not in, and let it remind you that life keeps happening with or without your to-do list. The Tiny Errand Relay. Buy a stamp, drop a postcard, pick up lemons. 3 small things, 1 loop, the kind of loop that makes you feel like a person who belongs to a neighborhood. The Kindness Project. Hold 1 door, compliment 1 plant, let 1 driver merge, send 1 thank you text. Micro-connections. 0 exhaustion. Now, the real life stuff. Food, sleep, energy. If you've been grazing at your desk or forgetting meals, your body is going to say no to outside every time because it's budgeting. Try a light pre-walk snack that doesn't weigh you down. A few nuts and an apple, a small yogurt, a cup of broth. Add water. You'll be surprised how often your brain changes its answer from not today to fine 5 minutes. Sleep helps, yes, but you don't have to fix sleep before you go out. Sometimes 5 minutes of evening air helps sleep fix itself. Worried about bumping into someone and getting stuck? Choose places where anonymity is normal, a bigger grocery, a busier path, and give yourself warm exits. I'm on a quick timer, but it's good to see you. Or, I promised myself a 10-minute loop. Catch you soon. Boundaries can be kind. Kindness doesn't mean unlimited time. Let's talk tech, because phones are magnets. If yours drags you into a scroll hole, use it on purpose instead. Go on a tiny photo hunt. 3 textures you'd miss indoors. The chipped paint on a railing. The bark that looks like a map. A puddle pretending to be the night sky. Snap, save, don't post. Keep them like little trophies for your nervous system. I went out and I noticed. If your voice feels unused because you've been quiet for days, warm it up softly, read street names out loud, narrate your walk under your breath. Tonight the sky can't decide between lilac and blue. That dog 3 houses over is convinced he runs this block. That cafe always smells like chocolate, even when it doesn't sell chocolate. You're not weird. You're warming your instrument. Here are a few energy level scripts so you never have to improvise when you don't feel like it. Low energy, 0 chat. Headphones on, soft smile, keep moving. Low energy, 1 sentence. Evening, love that jacket. Medium energy, 2 sentences. Quick question, latte or cappuccino if I want stronger? Thanks. Medium energy, gentle check-in text. I'm outside for a tiny loop and thought of you. Hope your day had at least 1 good corner. Higher energy, short plan. I'll be at the cafe by the corner from 2 to 3 finishing 1 thing. Join if you want, no pressure. All of these are enough. If motivation is wobbly, make the first step too easy to fail. Shoes on, door open, 1 breath outside. If that's all you do, you still win. But most days, you'll stay for 2 more breaths, and that's how habits grow. Not with speeches, with 2 more breaths than last time. Set up your space so your future self doesn't have to wrestle with decisions. Keep a small go bag by the door. Light jacket, tiny umbrella, lip balm, earphones, a pen, a little notebook, your keys. No scavenger hunt. The fewer steps between you and outside, the more likely outside happens. If you have a dog, you also have a coach. Watch how they never debate whether the air is worth smelling. They collect stories with their nose. You can borrow that style of attention, curious without judgment. Let a lamppost be a landmark. Let a breeze be news. If you don't have a dog, you still get to adopt that attitude. The world is a catalog. You don't have to read every page. Just flip one. There will be days you slide back into the cocoon. That's okay. Comfort is not the enemy. We're not replacing it. We're expanding it. Home is most beautiful when it's a place you get to return to, and return only feels like return if you left. When you come back inside, try a 3-line journal that doesn't feel like homework. What did my senses notice? What changed in my mood or my breath? What's one thing I want to notice tomorrow? That's it. Shut the notebook. Your nervous system is smarter than your inner critic. It will connect the dots without a lecture. If weather is your obstacle, pair it with a ritual that belongs to that weather. Rain gets the hood and a game of counting puddles. Heat gets the shady route and an iced drink sweating in your hand. Cold gets the good scarf and the promise of a hot mug when you return. Name the ritual, repeat the ritual, make it yours. Rituals lower the decision cost to 0. If safety is your obstacle, you're right to listen to that voice. Gather allies. Choose routes with people in light. Walk at neighborly hours. Share your location with someone you trust. Text when you leave and when you're back. Invite a friend to be in your ear, even if you don't talk much. You're allowed to set rules that make you feel safe. Safety first, always. Let's zoom out for a second. Remote work gave you something precious. Control over your time and environment. The goal isn't to hand that back. It's to build a rhythm where you can have deep, quiet focus and the richness of being in the world. Maybe your rhythm looks like this. A little sunlight in the morning and a small walk. Deep work in the middle. A cafe hour when your energy dips. A sunset loop to mark the end. You don't need to do all of it every day. You just need enough of it to remind your body you're a human being, not just a cursor. Before we close, come back to the doorway with me. You don't have to move. Just look at the shape of the light where you are. Notice the exact color the sky is pretending to be. Find one detail that makes tonight tonight. A plane trail, a bright window, one early star, or a street light pretending to be one. Sip if you've got your mug. Let the outside air put a period at the end of your day. You did something small and brave. You stepped out. You paid attention. You don't need to become the person who's always out. You just deserve to feel alive again. Take your mug. Take your headphones. Meet the world halfway. If this felt like a soft nudge, let it be your sign to step outside for 5 minutes tonight. I'll be here when you get back. This is Ruby, cheering for every small step until small feels natural, and natural feels like you again.